Alright everyone, I'm finally getting back to this series. It's been way too long, so it's time to visit the video that I've had requested far more than anything else over the last month, and that is counters for the Sith Empire, Darth Revan, Darth Malak squad. And I'm going to show you 4 different teams here. All of these are teams that can be run if you are outsped on your mods. So you don't need to have mods that are really even that close to your opponents in order to be able to run this. And if you head over to this Discord server, there's a bunch of different counters. They will actually show you some, or list some counters that you can run if you have better mods. So that opens up the door a little bit more. But I want to focus on the ones that pretty much anybody can run as long as you have the characters, obviously. So the team I've had the most luck with so far is the Jedi Knight Revan squad with Thrawn. So what you're going to do is you're going to mark Darth Revan first so that he can't fear everybody, because that is big. You don't want your whole team to be feared. And then you're going to fracture him to then stop his turn meter, stop him from going again, to give you time to basically finish him off. So the part that's a little bit tricky, that can be difficult, but once you've run it a little bit, you'll kind of get an idea of what to do here, is that you don't want to take him out until you've got all these buffs. You want to go from greater than 50% health to finishing him off. Because if you take him to, for example, 25% health, he's going to equalize health with usually Malak or somebody else, and it's going to make it hard to finish him off. You're going to, if it's Malak, then he's going to get a bonus turn. So that can be kind of difficult. Keep in mind whenever you're taking Darth Revan out that you can't call assist against him. So you can't, for example, use Jolie's assist to call Yoda to attack Darth Revan. So do keep that in mind. Once you get Darth Revan out, that's usually the most difficult part, is finishing off Darth Revan without triggering Malak to take some bonus turns. Once you get that, you can move on to usually Bastila Fallen here next, and then HK. A lot of times Malak is last, so it'll just depend. The other tricky part is basically having your own Revan not be defeated by Death Mark. So you want him to last as long as possible. A lot of times I can get him to last throughout the whole match. Here he actually got wiped out a little bit early, but that's okay. Fracture unfortunately is going to put fear on Thrawn, but that's not a huge deal, because you've stopped those bonus turns. You have stopped him from gaining taunt, so that you can go take out whoever you want next. But the tricky part really is at the very beginning, when you want to make sure that you get Darth Revan taken out. I know I'm kind of repeating myself here, but this is like a 4-minute long video, and I do want to show it all, but there is some strategy, as I mentioned, but nothing that takes 4 minutes to actually go over. So, well, that was an unfortunate evade there, but that's okay. You can stun him once Darth Revan's gone. You're able to stun Malak. But other than that, it's not too difficult at this part. Ability block will help, so that when he does get those bonus turns, his cooldown will reset, but you can have him ability block, so he's not going to drain force anyone. But other than Jedi Knight Revan, who's in the lead spot, everybody else Jolie can revive. So if you lose anybody else other than Jolie, it's not a big deal. You can just revive them right back. Alright, maybe one more hit here. There we go. That battle was pretty slow. This next one's going to be very fast, and that's the now famous Suicide Squad with Grievous, where because of T3, the droids are going to get a bunch of critical damage boost with all the debuffs on the other side. Obviously, Darth Revan's going to inflict a bunch of his own debuffs, and then every time a droid dies, Grievous gets an additional turn, and he's going to just wipe everybody out with some massive AoEs as he resets his cooldowns as well. So first one there, because of this corrupted battle meditation, we don't get much, but then the second one, big time hit. My win rate with that has been about 50%. It doesn't always work the way it's shown there, but it does work a lot of the time. The other one here, this one used to be my favorite one when everybody was just G12, and that's basically Padme. You're going to have a slow Padme who's going to go after everybody else and convert all of Bastila Fallen's debuffs into protection up. And then that protection up gets converted to courage, and you're able to wipe people out in one shot a lot of times. So we want to, here I'll call Anakin to assist. You are already going to get Padme assisting on any special, so that's going to dispel the taunt. Sometimes Anakin can help put buff immunity, but we've got the stacks of translation, so we don't need it. One shot Bastila Fallen thanks to courage. Her health bonus there, Bastila's health bonus works against her because we're doing damage based on percent health. And then who we go after next can vary. So that right there, we didn't really want to go that far down. So I decided then to go after HK, because you need to take HK out pretty quick. I thought I could one shot Darth Revan there and get him out before I moved on, but it didn't end up hurting us too bad. Remember that HK, when a Sith Empire dies, HK resets that massive ability he has, massive damage ability, and he's going to dispel that protection up before he does the damage. So he will one-shot pretty much anyone on your team after somebody dies. So we've got to take him out pretty quickly. A lot of times I'll go after him second. Like I said, that time I thought I had enough stacks that I might be able to one-shot Darth Revan and get him out, but it didn't work. But I didn't waste my time. After it failed, I moved on to make sure I got HK out of the way. And then with Malak, it can kind of get tricky, but thanks to translation, Padme's abilities are going to be reset quite a bit. So she's going to help she's got a stun. That will definitely help. So Malak got a bonus turn there, but he was stunned, so he couldn't use it. Helping get protection up on everybody, helps from taking everyone out. Unfortunately, it didn't save Kenobi there. Even I had a win rate when it was just Gear 12 of about probably 85%. Now that I'm facing Gear 13 Sith Empire teams, they are doing too much damage for this to work, Gear 12 versus Gear 13. I'm not saying it can't work, but I haven't had great success with it. Actually, I think I tried like 5 or 6 battles and didn't win a single one, so I just kind of gave up there. I believe if I took my Padme team up to Gear 13, that it would work again, because we're getting pretty big health bonuses there when we go up to Gear 13, which helps quite a bit. This team needs to be modded for full health. So health is the most important thing. You want 6 dot health primaries to make sure you've got the protection up to absorb a lot of those hits, and to make sure you're converting those to stacks of courage to do more damage. So health is huge. And then this one that I've had a video on all by itself not too long ago, we are using Tenacity up from Yoda to prevent Bastila Fallen from inflicting Corrupt in Battle Meditation and all of her debuffs, so that then our Bastila Fallen can go, even if she's slower, and get that battle meditation on the other side to prevent a lot of those debuffs. It works pretty well. Even at Gear 13, I have had it working. It can run into problems if we get some resist with, like, when you're trying to inflict your own corrupted battle meditation. Going against Malak once Malak's Gear 13 can get a little trickier, but it still worked for me at Gear 13. So those are the four teams I've had success with, despite having weaker mods. Again, if you go to that Grand Arena counter, Territory counter Discord, you'll see a few others. Like, you can use a CLS lead. CLS with Thrawn works very well if you can outspeed Darth Revan. But you have to have better mods. So with my counters, I like to limit it to teams that you can use despite being at a mod advantage. If you need to have better mods, it's not a true counter in my opinion. So pretty simple video, nothing revolutionary, but just wanted to put all of the Malak counters together in one spot for people to reference. So again, check out that Discord Discord server. It's been a great reference. It's very helpful in Grand Arena and Territory Wars, and it's been great to partner with them to do some of these videos. So thanks again for all the support for everyone. You guys are great as always. See you around the holotables.